my name is Brunus, and this is my final presentation. My feelings towards public speaking were always easy come, easy go. Like, I was always good at public speaking, talking to people, meeting new people, speaking in front of crowds. I never actually had a problem. My biggest fear, not really a fear, but my biggest issue is actually just stuttering. Because I tend to say things a lot faster than I can think about them. So then I end up over talking myself. But yeah. That's my biggest fear. That's my biggest issue with that. I never actually had any public speaking experience, other than just doing like minor presentations for class and stuff like that, like group presentations and stuff like that. I guess you can kind of consider that public speaking. I'm comfortable with my communication skills. I just wish I would think. I wish I was able to think faster than I could actually speak. That way, I could actually know exactly what I want to say when I'm saying it. I do have performance experience actually. A long time ago when I was younger, I was doing a lot of acting, modeling, stuff like that. So like speaking in front of crowds never really was a big issue to me because I've always loved like center stage, all that kind of stuff. So I found it really easy. I think my main thing was just trying to keep focus on what I was talking about and not drifting off into another topic from what I was actually speaking about in the assignment. And actually, I feel like my delivery improved a little bit because like as the weeks grew on, I actually was able to keep focus on what I was talking about instead of going into side topics about something else. So yes, I would say that my delivery did improve. Visual presentations mean a lot, I realized, because you can't have a visual presentation and not have your audience's full attention, because they'll never understand what you're saying. Um, I can actually say that I've been nervous through every presentation. I mean, I guess you just get that anxiety from knowing that somebody else is gonna see this or all that kind of stuff. So I mean, knowing that you want to sound like you're smart, so that you and let you know what you're talking about. Like you do your research and all that kind of stuff, but as you're speaking it, I sometimes begin to I actually sometimes begin to overthink myself. So I kind of like repeat things, and it takes a couple of tries actually before I actually start to get it to a point where I feel this is right. I think my audience was responding pretty well. Like I got a lot of good feedback talking, saying that um, more eye contact, which I'm actually trying to work on now. Just lighting issues and stuff, so people can actually see my face better. And trying not to stutter so much. What kind of feedback did you offer your classmates? I tried to offer the best feedback that I could, because I mean, a lot of the videos that I saw from a lot of my classmates, I found they were actually really helpful and really informative. And I actually just took like a lot of things. What I would do, like when I see somebody else posted a video, I'll look at them, I'll look at theirs to see if it's anything that I can use to my advantage to see like, okay, this is what they're talking about. So if I can use this to my advantage and keep focused on what the issue is, then it'll help me out to the most. I spent a lot of time practicing. Actually, a lot of my videos I took. I actually recorded like. I think for one of my files that I did, I actually recorded like over 20 times, just to practice myself and just to get myself into a spot where I actually felt like I was comfortable with what I said. So I spent a lot of time on what I was doing. I had a couple technology errors, and one because at one point my video wasn't actually releasing the sound, especially when I was doing the visual presentations, because I couldn't piece the sound and the video together without having to go back and re-record the sound over something else, and then bringing it into Final Cut Pro, and then piecing it together through there. So I mean, it was time consuming, but I eventually figured out how to do it and got it through. My visual presentations before this class weren't as relevant, I should say. Like they were just pictures that I found online that I didn't feel that I felt or that I felt connected with everything, but I didn't think that the audience would actually understand what I was talking about all the time. Scroll down. Um, I kind of like the Pecha Kucha. The Pecha Kucha. I think it was the second or third week. I'm not sure. I think it was the second week. I really like doing that one because I mean, yeah, being in front of the camera is fine and all, but being behind the camera and just narrating is also very easy because you can actually just sit there, narrate your voice, and then take out what you don't want. So being able to actually edit myself to a point where I liked it and I felt that it was very informative and very easy was better for me. The least one that I liked was the one where I actually had to, the first one I should say, because I'm not really big on talking about myself. So I mean, yeah, I can sit there and uh, talk about myself for a long time, but like being in front of the camera, it was just kind of awkward. I learned a lot this month. Just mainly like how to keep focus of the audience, what pictures I should use for a visual presentation, some stuff like that. Like it really helped me out because I was really having problems a while back on how to like create a slideshow that would actually work for what I was doing, and actually being able to talk about the slideshow. So it helped me out because it helped me keep focus on my audience, and it also helped me to maintain what I was trying to learn, what I was trying to teach or preach about. My biggest delivery challenge overall was it still is actually stuttering because I tend to speak, like I said before, I tend to speak before I think. So I end up saying things multiple times and repeating myself like the same word back to back on different things, or I'll try to pronounce something and it'll just like completely just go wonkers. My greatest strength, once I get information and once I start speaking, I mean I can just go from that. Like once I know what I'm talking about, once I actually study what I'm talking about and I get it going, I'm actually pretty good at keeping the audience in focus with me and helping everybody to understand what I'm saying. On a scale of 0 to 5, I would say like 3.9. I think there was a couple projects I could have put more effort into. Um, yeah. My feelings about presentation after experiences this month. Um, I'm not as anxious about it anymore because I don't get anxiety from it anymore well as not as much as I used to because I mean everybody has their ways of talking. So I mean I have my way of talking. Somebody else may have their way of talking, and that's just the experience that you realize after you sit there and you actually focus on somebody else's speech for once. I mean. To actually sit there and to see what the teachers actually have to go through every day when they have to speak in front of a class is just like wow, like they put a lot of effort into what they're saying because they're not stopping, like they're not repeating anything that doesn't need to be repeated. They're just moving on with everything that they need to move on to. Thank you for the class. It's been a great month. My name is Brunus, and this is my final presentation.